Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. So, I'm standing here in front of the Aspirants Plaza. So, while you have not completed all the trials, you can actually click on the plug to see your progress. Once you have all the 6 trials completed, once you click on it, it slides open and the Aspirants Plaza opens up. So let's enter and see. Complete the labyrinth. So.
You stand before the gates of the Lord's labyrinth. Within these walls, the Lady of Justice doth preside. She shall weigh your mind in one hand, your heart in the other. Should she find you wanting, death shall be your sentence. Should she find you worthy, you will be given the loyalty and love of an empire. The Lord's labyrinth awaits you.
An empire, that sounds nice.
Strike quickly, trust completely, and may you find the ending that you deserve.
Thank you for the speech, ominous voice. So, another one.
The just goddess presides over us all. The future of the Empire rests in her even hands.
Alright.
Ascend with precision.
Okay, so before we head in, one quick look at... actually, because I defeated Dominus, I gained access to Act 4, and more importantly, I could shop in Act 4. So I shopped this totemic mole in Act 4, and it came with 4 pre-linked red sockets. So I used the belt recipe. I didn't have any rare belts, but the Perandus and Anya were actually selling 4 white belts. So I just bought all 4 of them and I chanced them. And 2 of them turned into rares. So I actually had a rare to sacrifice. And this massively boosted our damage. Earthquake now does 910 DPS. And Sunder is very close to 1000 DPS. So whatever awaits us, we have damage. Now we see if we will survive. Loading labyrinth, or generating labyrinth. Current location, so we are here. There's gonna be 2 splits. So the goal is to get all the way to the other end. There is where we have to be, and there's gonna be probably 8 or so different levels in between. So as I indicated before, this might be a long run. Filled with traps, treasures, monsters. Ooh, ancestral power. So this is indeed a level 34 area. Yeah, currently level 37. Means I should be able to deal with it since I am wearing gear that's slightly over leveled as well. Most importantly, of course, my weapon. Okay, chaos damage is my biggest weakness. Ooh. Look. Oh wow. Interesting. Spinning blades. And a floor that's on fire. Loot the trunk. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we can just jump over here. Okay. So we have to be there for the supply cache, of course, because loot. That's probably going to be... that one came out of nowhere. Ooh, could just walk around. Interesting. So. Lever. That opens the door. Okay. So this Lord's Labyrinth is generated daily, or randomly generated daily. Which makes it interesting. Actually, not going to pick this up. Just going to be picky with what I got. Since I can't go back to town. Let's not do that, shall we? Might be tanky, but do quite a bunch of damage. Despite all my armor and other good stuff. Okay, let's get up there. Just as a little safe haven. Put a portal here. Okay, so there's a room there that we haven't explored yet. Dodge over here, dodge over there, get up here. Is that even a room? It's a bit bigger than a room. Over chance. It's interesting how the scenery seemingly just blends from one look to another. Something that I don't do in a lot of areas, so I like it. So we completely completed that. Let's go back to the courtyard. Hello there, Colossus. Let's see, some golems, some needlebags. Wow. Sunder is... okay, we're very close to dinging. That's why it was leveling up. Yeah, let's put the totem down and do the leveling. So, stun mastery is the final one I was looking for. So we get quite a nice reduction to the enemy's stun resistance, or threshold, whatever you want to call it. We are gonna stun more easy and more often, which is gonna be good. Because endurance charges. Okay, current location. That's here. Right. So there's a bit to the side, there's 2 exits, so let's just take one first. If this is not the main path, it's gonna be a side corridor, that's gonna be good. It advanced us. So there is a room there, and seemingly there's another room there. This looks like the dungeons underneath the labyrinth or something. Let's see, we got Tart. Bleh, I don't like Tart. Spikes. Easy to miss, actually. Because they're just small pinpricks on the floor. Okay, a door opened up there. Okay. That one is just locked, this one is not. Yeah, you're standing here, you're taking damage. Ugh. Okay. This is nasty, combination of traps. Door opened there. So these 2 alternate, nothing shoots through. Okay, just walk through there. Those are at an angle, that one is locked, so that means we go here. We can just jump over. So if you stand to the side, you actually don't get hit. There's a switch there. Yeah, I think that opened up a door there. So we can go just jump back. Oh, it actually didn't. Dang. So the show must go on. Or something. Gonna go up, then that, then we go here, then we go here, and then we just walk through. Hit the switch. Ooh, boom, boom. And we just go here, and we can go through. Wow, right. That was a bit of a puzzle. Ooh, there's a poem ahead. Let's see what it says. Right. First, take care of those guys. Right. So, what's on the poem?
The son of Ezemir met the son of Zan upon the road to the imperial throne. The Eternal offered his cunning, his eyes and ears bought and paid for. The Ezomite offered his strength, his sword, earned in the arena. A pact was forged, with the labyrinth as witness. 2 men separated by blood, 2 men bound by hope. 2 men, and only 1 emperor.
So, a little hint to the nature of Emperor Izaro. The Emperor who, I think, is actually 2 people. The Sarnian and the Ezomite. Oh, I was gonna go to the location.
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
Ooh.
The Asmeri were the first culture known in history to use trials of strength, wisdom, and spirit to select its chieftains. The first Lord's trial was a rough-hewn maze festooned with wild animals and brutal traps, crafted to test aspiring Asmerian leaders' body, mind, and soul. In conquering the adversities of the maze, a champion proved they were capable of bearing the crushing burden of chieftainship. The first trials were simple contraptions reflecting simple times. As the Asmerian civilization grew in number and complexity, so did the trials, from treacherous mazes to bewildering labyrinths. Alas, there are no surviving descriptions of the labyrinth that tested and proved the worth of Viruso Prima Imperialis. I imagine it was quite something to behold.
Okay, so we got access to our stash here. So I can actually just put stuff in. It's just store things in just a dedicated stash tab. And then I think it's gonna be time for our first fight with Izaro.
When one defiles the effigy, one defiles the Emperor.
Also, there's something coming up here. Hello there, mister. Okay, he hurts quite a bit. So, conduit of flames. Conduit of lightning. Not a conduit, just gonna grab him. Okay, that's just summons. Time for the mana flask.
Goddess, what ambition! You are not an emperor if none will kneel before you.
He picked up the Conduit of Frost, I think. I was too late to click on it because we're fighting next to it. So presumably, in the next fight, he is going to be influenced by the Conduit of Frost. Alright, so we're making decent progress. This is about a third. I think I've been about 6 minutes into the maze, so let's see, let's go on. Okay, this is dark again, so let's be careful for spike traps and all that nasty. Yeah, like there, see? I saw it. The one. Here. Stop coming out. Let's see. Ah, just on a very delayed thing. Ooh, 4-link. I don't have a 4-link greaves yet. Yo. So the interesting bit about having access to the stash before the fight with Izaro means you could potentially have a completely different set of gear in your stash that you use specifically for the Izaro fight. Alternatively, on softcore, you can use it to just stash things, because if you die, you also get booted out of the labyrinth, as far as I understand. Right, so let's kill these guys, put up a totem, read the totem.
The Ezomite and the Eternal took their rest in the lee of Strife's gale and remembered the travelled road. Beast and fiend had fallen and bled to the Ezemite sword, swift and true. Trap and trial had risen and succumbed to the Eternal's wits, quick and shrewd. 2 men had cried their triumph, a warrior and his guide, whilst other ascendants echoed their pride with anguish and agony.
Boom. It's actually hoping for a vengeance to kill the zombies, but it didn't kick in. Yeah, so, bunch of traps to the side. Things to kill over here. Ooh, currencies. I approve of currencies. So the area with all the traps might actually be something that will have useful things in it. So let's actually explore that before we head on. Oh, just in the middle of the level, so you can just bypass it. That feels a bit cheap. Ancestral power. Let's get out of here. Standing in the middle of a spike trap I did not see, because I just jumped in rather blindly. And it's dark here. Probably going to be slightly brighter in the video, just because videos have a habit of becoming brighter. There's a door here. Also, portals, you cannot use them here. If you use a portal, I think you get booted from the labyrinth, if you can even use it at all. So this is a place that will actually make you benefit from extra light radius, interestingly enough. That's because it's so freaking dark and so hard to see what is happening. Light radius will make it easier to spot the traps, especially here. Right, so let's go back. There's a side room there. Okay, don't think there's traps in this room. Ugh, tar. I dislike tar. Okay, there's some stuff up there that we can go to. There were traps here. Yeah, true. Should not have hit things while there were traps out. There's a totem up there. You, stop raising the dead. There's a trap there. Let's just jump past it. Here, boom. Like stealing candy from a baby. If I remember my difficulty levels from Carmageddon correctly. Good location. Yeah, we're just one behind the trial, so let's go back to the labyrinth. I'm probably missing some optional side events that are awesome, but it's probably going to be multiple runs of the labyrinth anyway. See if we can get interesting enchantments or stuff like that. Especially once you have done the labyrinth, I think you will actually know the layout. Ooh, silver chest, locked door. Need a silver key to open it. Presumably it was hidden in one of the secret areas, so I might have missed out on some loot. Well, especially with the episodes I record, I'm a bit more conscious of episode length, so I would prefer to just go through a bit faster, maybe skip some content. Oh, it gets back. That's just mean. That's just mean. Okay, that's also mean. Jump over there. Switch. Ah, you can actually. Okay, you are just annoying because you're covering everything in frost. There's actually these mechanisms on the floor. And now it's open and this one is blocked. And if you hit it, it goes the other way. Ah, couldn't lock it in. I was thinking maybe you could just lock it in. Oh well, yeah. So let's just move it to the side. Boom, go past it. Hello there, spiders. How are you today? feeling a little flat.
Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door.
Yes, excellent. Silver door. We went too well. Okay, so actually hitting that lever before was not the best of ideas. Also, I thought it was here. Okay, I done goofed. I should not have gone back. Iron skill contest, that's not an upgrade. It was there, wasn't it? I would expect it to be on the map. Or was it in the previous level? Let's just quickly go back. Was it here? No, just a poem. Saai. Location is indicated. Silver key. Or was that on the other side of the silver door? You know what? Only confusing myself. Let's just continue. Probably was where I was. Okay, side area, anything in it? Nope. Okay, we continue. Okay. Let's see. Spiders. Okay, have a totem. So I can probably just jump over here. Just go through everything. Okay, that actually blocked off over there. So now we're just stuck, so we actually can approach better and time our movements. That's a very well placed switch. I have to just run through. Okay. Yeah, we can block it, so we have a clear exit. No, actually we unblocked it. Oh no, we blocked it on that side, so it went through and then... Okay. It went over and it cannot go back. So you trap it there. I don't think that's a good thing though. Better to go through the other side. Probably because this is just a parallel thing, so it will just work both ways. Let's go quickly through here. Let's go to wisdom. Hey chest. Assuming this is the side area. Bit big for a side area, so maybe the other thing was the side area. And no, this is not a door. Let's see, just angle back. Maybe we get to the room we just skipped before. There's a lever here, a switch. Nothing's happening. Oh. Okay, we trapped that one. Does help us for these guys. Just walk around it. Oh, okay, so that's where we came from. Switch. Are you actually doing anything useful? No, that's just two different directions to control the same switch. Right. Let's go back. We go back. So, current location. We're about halfway through. Good. Yeah, I still have the silver key actually. That's good. So, is there anything? Okay, there's two different exits from this map. I mean, it's a bit hard to know which is going to be the way onwards and which is going to be the side area. Also, just every lever I see I pull, because so far that has been proven to be a good thing. There was a switch behind there that didn't really seem to do much. See, Okay, this used to be blocked on this side, and by opening it you just let it go through. Oh wait, and you can trap it on the other side, that's the idea. Well, you actually want to go there, so you don't want to trap it there. Okay. Bump out. Okay, so this switch traps this one over there. But we want to get over there. Oh, wait. Got a feeling both of them are going to trigger this. Yeah. Okay, so now it's on that side. Which we can just go through. Ooh. This triggered that one to be on a short loop. Okay, now it's down. Okay, so then we have a little bit more. On the other hand, if we actually deny it. Yeah. Ah, this deals with that one, so we have a bit more breathing space. Because actually, if it's blocked here, we can just go in here. Aha, we have a safe spot. We can jump. Ah, movement skills are very useful here. Very, very useful. Hello, monsters. I think so far the variety between dealing with the traps and dealing with the monsters is actually pretty well done. Ooh, rogue touch. Hello there, rogue. Bye bye. Another rogue. Or not a ghost, that is. Blasphemer. Here. Boom. Die. Just the fact that I'm just able to kill Ghost in 3 hits with Sunder means it's a pretty good indication of just how powerful we are right now. Let's see, go there. Current location. Okay. 1 exit. We'll see. Current location. Where are we? Ooh, we are in a silver cache. Well, we got a silver key, so that's a good matchup, I suppose. Wonder if anything is guarding it. Let's not stand in the spikes, pretty please. Okay, I think this is more of a permanent fixture, because these corpses look like they've been stuck for a while. Okay. Okay, good, fire's gone. Locked door. Exit, good. Another locked door though. Can we reach there? Yeah, we can reach, good. Use our time to... Oh, actually, no, not quite. Okay, good. Earthquake smash. A lever. Didn't open this door. That's slightly unfortunate. Okay, fire's withdrawing again. Let's run. This door is still locked. Here. Another lever. Okay, okay, we're not burning that much. Okay, so drinking a potion actually tops us up pretty well. That is at max fire resistance though. Okay, there is a switch here. There is also a side area there. Oop, yep. Okay, that's probably gonna mess with the brakes. This is probably gonna mess with the brakes as well. Ha! Lured you. Okay, so here we go. Good. A switch. That's gonna get that one over there. Good. After that's gonna move over, I suppose. Yeah, and then it's gonna go back there. Good. Okay, so after it goes there, we actually have some time. Also, we could just knock through a wall. I like that little thing. Okay, so we're now on the other side of the fence. to summon the totem. That's gonna smash too long. Okay, we can run through. Lock the door. Open transportation. Oh. Hello there, Colossus. Rhyme servants. They seem frosty. That has crumbled a little bit. But that... Oh wow, that's not a very good door. It hurts people. Let's see. Oh, silver door. Guard
Any
vault.
mystery can be unlocked if one has the right key.
Just take out the monsters first. I have no idea what that vault is gonna do. It might act as a strongbox or something and summon a whole bunch of monsters. So let's just be prepared the first time we attempt that. Okay, there's another room here. Did we clear it out? Yeah. Up here? No. Last ones. Okay, good. Guy, go. Ooh, Viridian Jewel. Chaos Orb. I like
Cannot
this.
carry this.
What? Let's see. Viridian Jewel. Which is this? Growing Agony. This boosts a Viper Strike. Every 50 dex. Gain 2% attack damage for each poison on the enemy. Okay, and 8% increased damage over time. Oh, suppose it's useful for some people. Brigandine, circlets. Okay, so yeah, this is where inventory space is gonna be important. Okay, well, now we have to find our way back. Well, explore our way back. That might be better. Oh, very convenient. I can just walk back. Ah, there. Weakness. Hello, everybody. Here, have an earthquake.
I cannot carry this.
Yeah, it's overburdened. Right. So, that was a silver cache. Presumably, another exit is going to be over here. But I think I've explored most of this level. Excellent. So, gonna move forward.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation.
Conduit of
To
lightning,
entertain
frost,
doubt is to
flames.
dance with death.
Anything else here? So I wonder if he actually gets all of the conduits because he managed to grab the one that it just automatically gives him all. Wait, this was not my temporary storage. Well, whatever. Too bad. Let's see. Poem time.
The Asmeri were consummate survivors. They had to be, having been sired in the most inhospitable range of mountains in all of Rayclast. Unfortunate, some might say. I do not. I believe it was the making of them, and of us, their descendants. So it is no wonder that they developed the Lord's trial. With survival being a moment-by-moment concern, that harried people grew to understand power quite intimately. Strong leadership is able to bridge the chasm between existence and extinction. Poor leadership might see an entire tribe vanish into that same chasm. When the Asmeri descended from their mountains to conquer the fecund lands of central Rayclast, they thrived and multiplied with utmost alacrity in those more forgiving climes. For is it not poverty that teaches us how we might excel in times of plenty?
That is indeed very true. Okay, time for the second trial. So Izaro gets extra fire damage, ignite chance, and fire damage reduction. Can we do something with him? No, that's just up there to showcase that he's gonna be more dangerous. Let's do this second trial.
Must be shared equally amongst all of its citizens.
Yeah, they're just on the side. Oh, and there's more stuff. Okay. Yeah, I have a totem. Let's see. Oh. Okay.
No two battles are alike.
Burning essence. We just need to take that out as well. Yeah, otherwise, this I'm presuming this is just gonna make it even worse.
The Empire's essence must be saved for the people.
Right. He hurts quite a bit with his jump.
You were born for this.
Right.
The last Emperor is always
Wait,
the
what?
worst Emperor.
I defeated him, right? Slightly confused how this works. Or are you not supposed to kill the things? It's gonna get interesting for the final fight if he's empowered by 2 types of elemental buffs. We are getting rather close. I think the next room and then arrow. So let's just attack the enemies a bit. Let me just jump over. Because I don't really want to risk walking through those blades. So, the guy's got some energy shield on him. It's not a lot. We just burn through it. It works rather well. But I can understand how people can die to Izaro's spiky damage if he's getting multiple modifiers that allow him to do increased amounts of damage. Then he will only get nastier as the fight continues, or as the trials continue. Okay, this is a bit of a dead end. Presumably all the other sides could be connected. Actually, one of them is. This has a very strong crypt feel to it. Let's see, we come through there, go over there. Well, crypts and Chamber of Sins. Probably more a Chamber of Sins actually. There's a lot of overgrown mossy stuff there. A timed crank implies it will uncrank in time. That's gonna hold those things, so it's easier to traverse, so you can use them. Okay, so just wait for it to uncrank, yep. Okay. Okay. It's a non-functional lever there. Ooh. Okay. So this is a timed crank linked to the other one. Yeah, just navigate through, and there's another timer here in case you want to go back, or in case the level generates the other way around. I think if you've run the labyrinth a couple dozen times, you will probably start to recognize the different building blocks of the levels, and you can probably anticipate how it works a bit better. So there's a spinning wheel there. Let's not stand in it. Okay, let's just find upstairs. It's up there. Oh, wow, gained another level. Sweet. So. Okay, so that's a stun mastery completed. Probably actually gonna grab this one. A bit of extra life and armor doesn't sound so bad, given that Izaro is not kidding around. Okay, there's a spinner here. Ah, it's actually partially broken the floor. Let's go over there. No, that's just earthquake, so we smash that. Soul Eater. Also, we found a current location and there's only way forward, so there's no real reason to stick around here. There's 2 exits, one up, one to the side. Freezing Shrine. And there is a locked door and the lever next door opposite. That's convenient, very convenient. Another poem. Okay, well. Okay, let's totem up and read.
A guide, cornered and quailing. A warrior, watching. The moment bathed in the shadow of doubt, of ambition, of an imperial throne, and a people made free by an emperor of Ezamir. The warrior threw off that cold and cloying shadow and struck down the slavering beasts. The guide looked to the warrior with gratitude in his eyes and spoke of doubt, of ambition, of an imperial throne and a people made free by an emperor of San.
Okay. There's more little bits of history that get revealed via poems and fragments of conversations. And just hints of lore. Okay, so we can go up, we can go down. Let's go down first, since we are here. I don't think there's anything on the rails here. Also, this is the end. There's a trunk here, that's good. Plunder it. Arena plate, that's what we're using, right? Yeah, there's no point in picking it up then. Good. So use the high ground. So whirling blades is probably going to be a useful skill, but because it's not a teleport based skill, you can't use the different heights. You can't jump from height to height. So you're probably gonna want to bring along something else that allows you, something like either a leap slam or maybe a flame dash or a lightning warp. Just something that allows you to teleport, because it's just gonna be very useful. Okay. Earthquake also traverses heights, of course, because it's an earthquake. Current location. Okay. Labyrinth, where are we? We are in a silver cache. The thing is, I don't have a key. Or I don't have a spare key. So there's no point in being here. So let's go back and find the other exit. So presumably the very first room, or the room up here, probably contained the key that we could use for this. Let's go up there. Explode everybody. Explode everybody some more. And earthquake. Boom. Dead. And that ends. Okay, so then we head over to that direction. Okay. Where haven't we been yet? Ah, there's a door there. Spinning blades. Let's not stand in them. Again, +1. Ow. Ow. Hehe, slices through the monsters rather neatly. Just follow this long one. There's actually no blades on that one, that's nice. Let's see, there's nothing here. No, there's just one side that did have the spinny blades. Okay. This is not really gonna go anywhere, is it? No, this is just the other side of the wall. Okay. Rather not useful. But okay. I think I got stuck there on the railing. Okay. Ah, there's a door here. That wasn't properly indicated on the map because I hadn't gotten close enough yet. Freezing shrine. This is gonna stop freezing me. That's good. Let's move on. Spinning blades, shooter things. Okay. Time to turn this one off just to make it clear where the puzzles actually are. Well, we can just jump over these things, jump over those things. Yeah, that's good. Ow! Ow! Slice and dice, not a big fan. That's a nasty one though. Okay. Okay, but they are timeable, so we just go through now. I'll go through now. That worked, okay, not get hit by the darts. Somebody's too slow to move ahead, okay, just run after this. Ow, ow, ow! Ooh, that barely went okay. But again, these things, they're really hard to see and you have to run through. I like how this is designed. This really is tricky. Speaking of tricky, I got a feeling we're about to... Oh, there's more. Okay, side room. Man. I mean, I realized that a video is now 48 minutes long. What are you? Volatile flame bloods. That's, here, give a totem. And a Sunder. And please leave me alone. You're big and you're gonna explode, and I'm not quite sure how much damage you're gonna do. That worked out rather well. In case of orange, always be careful. They might explode in your face. Whoa, whale, terrifying. Let's just go back up here. We have a way up and we have a way to the side. Aspirant's Trail. Okay, so this is the side to Izaro. The other one is gonna go to the, probably to the Silver Key for that one, but just due to how long this is, I'm just gonna push through rather than get the other key.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those promises.
Okay, so last time I just picked up a whole bunch of items. Let's just move them over to the extra tab here in the end. Just to clear things up. Okay. Crackling essence resists lightning. Okay, well I'm not lightning based, that's good. Oh, also a people have pointed out, this is Rickwold from the Talisman League, the final boss.
The guide led the warrior down a path that wound and twisted through fields of blossoming promises, green-bladed hopes. The warrior closed his eyes, a mere moment to feel the warmth of the sun on his back and to drink from the guide's profit flask. Now the warrior staggers and crawls down the wounded, tortured causeway. The bitterness stings his weeping eyes, the fire roars in his belly, consuming him. The warrior will not ascend. Instead he hunts, guided by his love for Ezamir.
Okay. Well, the talismans in the Talisman League were Ezamirian, so that makes sense, I suppose.
The custom of the Lord's trial was upheld throughout the founding years of the Empire. Veruso's successor, Caspiro, was a low-born legionnaire, the lone survivor of a labyrinth that claimed the lives of every high-born contender, including Veruso's only son. Caspiro proved to be every bit the emperor that Veruso was. Alas, the Lord's labyrinth was corrupted by those with the vanity to consider their blood more precious than their empire. Selfish blood breeds selfish times, and the Empire paid for it with its own blood, with the Knight of 1,000 Ribbons, with that most regal of cannibals, Emperor Romira. Not anymore. I, Izaro Frisius, shall return us to justice. I shall build the greatest Lord's labyrinth in Asmerian history, and my successor shall be chosen by the goddess herself. Only when the Lord's labyrinth is drenched in selfish blood can a true leader ascend the throne.
As long as it's gonna be his blood, not mine. This is gonna get interesting. I mean, he's got the conduits, so he does extra elemental damage, shock chance, freeze chance, all that stuff. And he takes less fire damage, and he's got lightning resistance. So I actually got the good end of that, since I do a little bit of fire damage.
Empire awaits you with
interesting.
open jaws.
Movement space is gonna be slightly limited. Gee. Whoa.
Give no quarter.
Holy moly. Wow. Wow. No. Wow. Wow. Guys. Here. Okay, having an arena that has traps on all sides. Not a big fan. Really, not a big fan. Oh. No. Not gonna die here.
I cannot do this yet.
Not gonna die here. Not to you, Izaro. Oh
Enjoy
no.
the reprisal.
Wow. Ah, there, red crackling essence. Nope, not gonna die.
Death and loyalty. Triumphant at last.
Oh yeah! Got you! Wow. That heart rate, holy shit, this is a workout. This is a workout. Wow. 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 This is... Yeah, see? My hands are shaking. That's just adrenaline and a heart rate of way too high. Whoa, that was a fight. I mean, 1200 life. Just armored up the wazoo. Decent life regen. And I was just fighting on low life for most of the time. Whoa, it was cool. Nearly lost my character, but
I cannot carry this.
Right, now not die on the way out. That's just pick up some gladiator helmet. Right, that's it. We just move through. Actually, there's something to the side there. I'm gonna be curious. No. Okay. That just looks like there's something on the side, but it's not actually something there.
Before your emperor, you are worthy. Before the goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise, Ascendant.
So I got
this
two treasure keys.
We all deserve.
Ooh. Treasures drop more treasure keys. At least I have a chance of. Wow. That's a lot of stuff. Managed to open 4 of them. So I wonder if he gets more... Oh, there's the altar of ascendancy. There we can ascend. There's the stash. Excellent. Ah, okay. So this one is still open. So we can just pull all the stuff we just got in there. Oh, man. I'm still shaking. Divine font, that's why we can upgrade our item. Or our gloves. Man, this is such an adrenaline trip. I'm having a hard time actually just clicking on things. So fun.
I cannot carry this.
Okay, so we go back to the stash. Put more stuff in. Make another tab. So it's going to be very beneficial to have multiple stash tabs empty for this. If you want to get all the loot out and then sell it in town for some orbs of alteration and transmutation. So I wonder if you... I mean, he had 2 buffs. I wonder if that's because I succeeded in the previous 2 trials to actually kill the things in time to buff him up so he would be stronger and then maybe drop more keys. Just speculating here. Or did I just massively fail and that's why he got more? Right. And a little bit more. Then next up, we're gonna ascend. So one of the things I've already seen is that if you are in a party, your icon in a party is also going to change to reflect your Ascendancy class. So we ascend. We become a Juggernaut. Whoa. Choose your Ascendancy class. You will receive 2 Ascendancy skill points the first time you complete the labyrinth in each difficulty level. So we have 3 choices: the Juggernaut, the Berserker, and the Chieftain. I'm gonna go with the Juggernaut. And let's actually see if the bonuses correspond with what I saw in the Path of Exile skill builder. So my goal is to grab Unyielding, Unflinching, and Unrelenting. Unflinching is going to give us 1 extra endurance charge, and whenever we are hit, we have a 20% chance to gain an endurance charge. So chances are we can actually stop using endurance charge gained on melee stun. which is actually an interesting side effect, because that frees up a skill slot for boosting our damage even further, or moving Fortify to our Earthquake. And we got some extra attack damage and armor, so that's going to be a nice bonus. And after that we get extra attack damage and more armor, and then Unrelenting, this is going to be cruel. 6% increased damage per endurance charge, so we'll have 5 charges, maybe 6 at that point, so it's going to be 30 to 36% increased damage. And 8% reduced elemental damage taken while at maximum endurance charges. So that's going to be damage reduction for elemental damage, which is pretty hard to come by. Finally, armor and life regeneration and unyielding, which gives us 30% increased damage while you have Fortify, and 1.5% maximum life regenerated per second while you have Fortify. This looks interesting. Another one that seems interesting is here. Increased stun duration on enemies and armor. And Unbreakable. You cannot be stunned, and armor received from body armor is doubled. Alternatively, actually for running the Labyrinth, Unstoppable is going to be pretty cool. Increased movement speed. You cannot be slowed to below base speed. So you cannot be slowed below 0% movement speed. And move speed cannot be modified to below base value. Which seems pretty good in the Labyrinth, where those needles slow you down. Then they won't, which is going to be pretty cool. Well, they're going to slow you down to normal speed rather to negative speed. And lastly, you have Undeniable, which has extra attack speed and accuracy rating, so you have a better chance of hitting things. So, alternative is going to be the Berserker, which is it's a class that likes to be hit. Savage, Cloaked in Savagery, for example, makes you leech a lot of life, do extra damage, attack speed when you take a savage hit, which will take 20% of your maximum life off, which means you get hit for a lot. So, not a big fan. And the Chieftain is good for fire damage and for totems, which is interesting, but Juggernaut it is. Let's go. Next.
What divides the conqueror from the conquered? Perseverance.
Okay. Ascend. Boom! We just get it here to assign. So we have 2 Ascendancy points left, which we're going to assign here and there. And now we can have more points. So more damage, more armor. 940 DPS, 1040 DPS. Hey, that was one thing. Don't forget, there's more. We need more keys. Divine Font. Use the skull on a pair of gloves to add a random enchantment to them. Attack with Word of Light when you take a critical strike. Whatever Word of Light might be. If I take a crit, I'll counterattack with it. Okay. Let's see, is that a passive skill that might get added here? No, because I've read that some of them will. Yeah, Word of Light. It's actually here. Good. Deals a portion of your main hand damage in an area around you and creates consecrated ground, causing you and your allies to regenerate life. Has a 5-second cooldown. Counter-attack with this skill when critically hit. 4% of maximum life regenerated per second. That's actually pretty nice, just to stack it on top of everything. And it does some cold, fire and physical damage because it's a percentage of my regular attack. So, that seems pretty good. It's a nice defensive option, which fits the build. Hey. So we picked up everything. We cannot open up any more of these. So we had 4 treasure chests. So presumably there are ways to get the other ones, and that's probably by just opening up more of the secret side areas. Opening up the silver chests, getting more treasure keys so you can use them here. And now we return to town as a Juggernaut. And with that, I'm going to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this admittedly long run through, but I think the battle in the end was definitely worth it. Okay, I think I'm just going to step away from the keyboard now just to get all the adrenaline out of my system. This was, wow, exhilarating. Still shaky. It's been 5 minutes after the battle. So, I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.